Hello, my mathematical friends. I have a really fun number talk for you today. For this one, you might need a piece of paper to write on, or I will be putting the template into your Seesaw if you'd like to do it that way. You will also need a camera or some drawing pencils because I've got a pretty exciting challenge for you towards the end. Hi, grown-ups. In this particular number talk today, I really want the children to start to notice where maths is all around them and where they can find it in the home, in our local area. So I have gone for a bit of a walk around my local area, and I would encourage you to do the same. Have a bit of a think about what you can see and how you can point out the maths to them as you go for your walks. All right, everybody, today I want you to put your maths eyes on. I went for a walk around my house because I've been loving getting out in the sunshine and enjoying my walks. But yesterday when I went walking, I thought, I wonder what maths I can see. I had my camera with me, so I took a couple of photos, and I'm going to share with you some of the maths that I saw. And I'm pretty sure that you clever mathematicians can see even more. I noticed this sign, and I know that we've got lots of these signs around Wilkins as well. It tells the drivers to slow down to 40 kilometers an hour. And then I thought, I wonder if I could see any other speed signs around my area. So I kept looking, and I found a 50 and a 60, telling me the different speeds that drivers are allowed to drive. But I particularly looked at the numbers and the times on this one, and I'm going to draw a box around them so that you can see what I'm talking about. All right, let me grab a thick pen so that you can see what I'm talking about. I looked at these numbers, and I know that at those times every day, drivers have to drive at 40 kilometers an hour to keep children safe in our school areas. But I thought, I wonder how many hours out of the day do they have to drive at that speed? Between 8 in the morning and 9:30 a.m., that's morning, and then between 2:30 and 4 p.m. How many hours out of the day do drivers have to drive at 40 kilometers an hour in a school zone? I bet you can figure that one out and let me know. Oh, this was a really fun one. I noticed this on one of the gates that I walked past, and I thought, oh, something's missing. I bet you can tell me the missing number there. I might grab a yellow pen this time because it'll match the numbers that are there. That's right, the missing number is 16, right in the middle. My yellow's not quite dark enough. Here we go. The missing number is 16. What comes before this set of numbers? Oh, it's really tricky, isn't it? Because it doesn't go the way that we normally read numbers. If we look at it, we'd have to count backwards. 17, 16, 15. What's before 15? You're right, 14 comes before 15. And now I bet that you can tell me really quickly what goes on the other end. That's right, 18 comes after 17. When I would notice these numbers, I thought, I wonder what's happening with these numbers. And that's when I realized that all the houses on this side of the street have odd numbers. So I started counting them and practicing counting by odd numbers. I counted 17, 15, and then it kept going down. I counted 13, 11, 9, 7, and I kept going all the way down to 1. I kept looking though because I thought, I wonder where the even numbers are. And do you know where they are? They were on the other side of the street. So when I crossed over the road, I practiced counting by twos on even numbers. A really fun way to practice counting. Let's have a look what else I found while I was walking. Oh, this was a really cool one. I know that all houses have to have numbers on them so that we know where they live and so that the postman can deliver all that mail to them. But when I noticed this one, I thought, oh, what's going on there? This house doesn't have numbers. This house has written their address with words. What a clever way to do that. I'm going to leave this one blank because I bet you will know exactly what number will show 25. That's what those words say. How interesting that this house chose to use words to write their address on the front. Oh, this was a bit of a fun one. I stopped looking at numbers and I started looking at shapes. And on this particular hydrant that I found, I thought, how many circles are there? Look at all those circles. They seem to be taps that you might be able to turn things on or off. But I started counting them and I did get a bit lost. So I'm going to leave that one for you. I'll pop it in your seesaw because I want to know how many circles there are. And here's the challenge question. Are there any other shapes you can see? Keep looking. All right, last one. And this is for my clever mathematicians who are getting really good at skip counting. I noticed this lovely bench at the park when I was walking around. And you can see in the smaller picture that each of those planks of wood is held together with a rivet that goes through into the metal bar. Now I'm going to grab my pen again so I can show you. There's rivets here and here, and there's also rivets along here and here holding those seat planks onto the bars as well. Now I'm going to tell you that there are 3 wooden planks in the backrest and there are 4 wooden planks in the seat. We need to do some skip counting to figure out exactly how many rivets are on this bench. Now you can see by my circles that we'll need to say 3 plus 3 for the backrest. And you're right, we'll need to say 4 plus 4 for the seat. I can actually hear your mathematical brains working. That means there's 6 on the backrest and there's 8 on the seat. How many are there altogether on this bench? You could figure that out really easily. But here's my challenge. At my park, there's actually 3 of these benches. I only took a photo of one, but there's actually 3 of them. How many rivets are there on 3 benches? I would love to see you working out down in the seesaw activity or on a piece of paper. All right, this one is a challenge for you, and I'm going to give you 2 options of your challenge today. I've left one here, but I bet there's lots of maths in your area as well. And when you go for a walk with your grown-ups, you're probably going to notice it. So you can choose to do both challenges or just one of them. That's up to you. I noticed these numbers on the house and I thought, I wonder what the missing numbers are. But then I kept looking and said, oh, is there a pattern in those bricks? I kept looking after that and I thought, how many different shapes are there in this photo? Because there's lots of them if you look really closely. So that's challenge number 1. If you'd like to, you can use my photo and have a look with your maths eyes on to see what you can see. But here's the second. Sorry, that skipped there. Here's the second option. I would love for you to take a maths walk around your home. You might like to go out for a nice walk in the sunshine around the block with your grown-ups, make sure you're safe on the roads, or you might like to just have a look around your backyard or around your house. Turn your maths eyes on. Now, if your device that you're working on has a camera, we would love for you to take a photo and share with us the maths that you can see. Or grab your pencils and draw a picture of what maths you can see around your home. Make sure you have your maths eyes on because I'll bet that there is lots and lots and lots of maths that you can see just hiding in your home. Share it with your teacher on Seesaw and I'll be looking as well. I can't wait to see what clever maths you find. If you're feeling really clever, keep watching to the next slide because I have a super challenge. This one's an estimating challenge. This is a really cool letterbox, isn't it? It's like a cage and there's lots of rocks packed inside of it. As I was walking past, I thought, I wonder how many rocks are in that letterbox. What do you think? I put the word estimate there because remember, estimate means to have a guess, but it has to be a sensible guess. If I guessed 4, you'd probably say, oh, Miss Howard, what are you thinking? There's obviously more than 4. And if I guessed 5 million, you'd probably say, oh my goodness, Miss Howard, there's nowhere near 5 million rocks there. So have a sensible guess, a sensible estimate about how many rocks are inside that really cool letterbox. I hope you've had a great time challenging yourself today, mathematicians, and I can't wait to see the maths that you've found around your house and your local area. See you soon.